The galaxy is an estimated 13 billion years old. Incalculable numbers of civilization rose and fell long before the Ragatan Infinite Empire or the Kingdom of Zim. Zine archaeologists made their livings uncovering traces of societies long vanished. If they are lucky, they sometimes find treasures of mysterious purpose and incalculable value. Compilations of the galaxy's oddest artifacts have circulated for millennia, attracting both the wide-eyed and the greedy. Tomb raiding is still practiced, even by prestigious universities, whose scholars consider it a victory if they can loot a site. Following are some of the galaxy's greatest treasures and most confounding riddles. In the immense galaxy, the diversity of religions and spiritual ideologies is as wide as the stars that make it up. From the central planets to the most remote of unknown corners, countless spiritual beliefs and practices seek to give their followers some answers they have been searching for all their lives, a life goal, or simply inner peace. Countless religious orders which claim to follow the teachings of some supreme being or a mortal leader who was enlightened by something greater have been part of galactic history. It's said that Kooroo was a wise and ancient being who has been assumed to have been the spiritual leader and founder of an ancient cult known as the Fellowship of Kooroo, and the writer of the Teachings of Kooroo, which is a scroll about Kooroo's meditations. There are even scholars who claim that the existence of Kooroo was never real. The name of Kooroo comes to light due to the presence of some mysterious structures related to this cult. The Shrines of Kooroo, squat ziggurats that have been found on planets throughout known space, but so little is known about their builders that the name Kooroo is conjecture. Force sensitives swear that the temples allow visions that span light years, and some posit that they form the backbone of a teleportation network. The shrines were all constructed according to the same basic plan. They had 3 levels, the lower 2 enclosed, and the upper open, with some pillars supporting the roof. The enclosed chambers were accessible through doors, and sometimes contained untranslated hieroglyphs, art, or even holograms. Members of the Fellowship travel on pilgrimages to the shrines in every part of the Outer Rim. The way of Kooroo is the way to peace, is the constant chant of Fellowship pilgrims, and at the same time burning incense during their ceremonies. While their religion appeared benign, rumors linked the shrines to blood sacrifices and obscene rituals. The symbol of an ancient assassin's cult that once flourished on Merisi, the Loag Dagger, has passed through countless hands since its seizure by Jedi Knights thousands of years ago. The Black Blade is continually stolen from museums and private collections, changing hands every few years among the powerful. The importance of this dagger lies in its subjective value to the cult, as each member make their blood oaths using the dagger as a guarantee of keeping the promises. It's almost 10 inches long, with a one-sided curved black blade, with a dark hilt, and use a red ruby as a pommel cap. Tartaglia is a planet located in the New Territories portion of the Midrim, and this place is the site of a series of treasure-filled chambers buried deep beneath of the surface of the planet. The crust of the planet was riddled with chasms and gorges, the result of countless excavation attempts. The vaults resisted all attempts at detection, and eventually millions of treasure hunters had perished on Tartaglia. The vaults remained hidden for millennia, and some had begun to question their existence. The Mindharp is a fork-shaped tool about middle in length, with a continually altering numbers of tines. This artifact has a direct relationship with the Sharu, a species so ancient that they even had contact with the Celestials. According to legend, the Mindharp was the tool that can unlock the hidden knowledge of the Sharu and re-establish their intelligence networks which were hidden eons ago. awaiting the day when the danger of the Celestials had passed and they could re-emerge. It's kept hidden in a chamber of the Great Pyramid, accessible only by a use of a mystical key passed down through generations. The Greek civilization long ago slipped into a dark age, but sundry wonders of its technological peak remain scattered throughout the Greek enclave. The Sharka'k Noor is the size and configuration of a musical instrument, but can only be operated by multi-tentacled wings. Crafted by the Greek artisan Sharka'k, who died before passing the secrets of the device to his apprentice. It was made up of 3 short cylinders attached via small arms to a larger central cylinder, decorated with several glyphs. This artifact can manipulate the geology of a planet, allowing its user to create volcanoes, earthquakes, and other such planetary changes. It was believed that this machine was created to serve as a terraforming tool as it changed a planet's core. However, due to the lack of knowledge in how the device worked, the Greeks stored the artifact in their archives. Bedlam is a rocky Midran planet where a group of omnipotent transdimensional entities known as the Bedlam spirits are said to inhabit the planet. According to anecdotal accounts, these beings go by the names Splendid, Horliss-Horliss, Tilotny, and Danda Sine, and have left evidence of impossibly transmuted matter and objects diverted through time tunnels. However, they are prone to childish behavior. The Salad are a sentient bipedal species of mammalians indigenous to the planet Salad. Salad has always been a world isolated from any other foreign civilization. It was not frequently visited by other races. Developing a culture and society independent of the galactic community, the species developed a religious order based around massive idols of the Mother and the Infant of Shaa. The Infant is the name given to a series of 2 statues built to honor Shaa, the Salad primary deity. A larger version of the Infant, completed by the Mother, was built to control the diminutive statue. The statue was closely guarded by the Salads, who feared that if the power of the statue was unleashed, since it could build up an energy charge to exponential, nearly unimaginable proportions. When in proximity to its opposite number, the Mother of Shaa, her powers remain safely bottled up. So, since it's known that could destroy an entire world, the Infant of Shaa earned the name Destroyer of Worlds.